Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and greetings, AliShanMao here, and welcome to my freezing cold outdoor RC airport studio. Today in this video I have got the FlyWoo Explorer LR4 micro long range FPV racing quadcopter inspired by Dave C FPV. Once again, I would say, what took you so long, companies, to bring out the long range FPV racing quadcopters? I used to fly long range FPV with DIY FPV quadcopters 8 years ago. Right here, there was no RC airport. I used to stand down there, fly 1-2 kilometer all the way there, fly 1 kilometer or 2 kilometer all the way that side. Those were good times. But anyway, I'm happy that now we have the micro long range FPV racing quadcopters, and some very good ones. This is definitely a good one. I can tell you that people are talking good about it, and I'm gonna join them, and I'm gonna join those people as well, because I've been testing it and I can tell you this is simply impressive. So first off, let's take a look at the specs. Now let's fire it up and enjoy flying some FPV in this area. I'm not gonna go too far, we'll just keep short range and have some fun with this quadcopter, and after that talk about my feelings, my conclusion, and everything else about this quadcopter. Alright, welcome to this standard definition DVR flight, because I wanted to share the flight data with you. I'm flying with the Foxeer Wildfire using small patch antennas, so I have to make sure to keep my head towards the quadcopter all the time. Now right after takeoff, I go at the left side. Man, I simply love the speed on this quadcopter. Even on cruising speed, 60 to 70 kilometers, it's just superb. Anyway, I'm going to this side. I won't go too far. The other day, I went about 800 meters without any issues. Today, I will push it again, but first off, just check if everything is okay. Now coming back, and I'll go to the other side. This quad absolutely flies like it's on rail, really locked in, very smooth, and really a nice cruiser, and given that you can do FPV freestyling and cruising as well. Now I'm going at the left side, and we'll see how far we can push it up to. Now going to this side, I actually never get good luck because of the high voltage power lines on top. They actually affect the live video and also affect the control signals. Anyway, coming back, at least I was able to go some. And now you can see that the terrain will be between the line of sight of antenna and the quadcopter, but it's still, you see, video feed is alive. Alright, let's go to the left side again, and this time I'm actually standing facing this side, and I will push the quadcopter to more distance. And I have to climb up because, you know, otherwise the trees will block the line of sight of antennas and the quadcopter. Now, top of the screen, you can see the strength of the signal from Foxeer Wildfire. I'm still going, and I do not have any trouble. Now, the Wildfire is acting up a little bit. We are up to almost 600 meters. It's still pushing, no issues at all. I'm not worried because I have a GPS rescue mode, so if my video goes away, I'll be able to get the quadcopter back. Well, 784 meters, not bad, not bad. Now coming back, video will glitch a lot because, you know, trees are blocking the line of sight of antenna and the quadcopter, but nothing that actually, you know, makes you worry. And again, it has a GPS rescue mode, and I have tested it and it always worked very well, and the quadcopter came back really nice and, you know, reliable. It was very reliable, so I'm not worried. Now I will come back and push to the other side, but first hold on, let's get to lower altitude, because that's what I simply love to do with the long range, micro long range or long range FPV quadcopters. Fly low altitude to the ground and get the sense of speed. Alright, this time I'll try to push more, having to have those high voltage power line on top of my head right there. Well, I just crossed them. Still going. I love the speed on this, man. You will enjoy the HD video footage on this one anyway. So 326 meters, not bad. Normally in this area I cannot go too far, as I mentioned before. Normally 100-200 meters I'll lose the video completely, but today I'm not worried because I have FlyWoo Explorer LR4 with GPS rescue mode. Again, cruising low to the ground, my favorite thing to do with these kind of quadcopters. Now I will climb up a bit just to do another thing that I love to do with these quadcopters, and you can also see you can do the FPV freestyling with LR4. It's not just for long range cruising, but you can pull your favorite FPV styling moves. Now diving, my favorite thing to do, and after that we'll come to a landing so that we can stop this dreaded extended definition DVR video and you can watch the HD footage shot with Firefly 8S camera on board FlyWoo Explorer LR4 micro long range FPV racing quadcopter. So let's land and let's switch to the HD video so you can enjoy it. It was absolutely a beautiful flight. One thing I forgot to mention in the beginning, I don't know if I mentioned in the closer look, but listen to this. The FlyWoo Explorer long range is also equipped with the lost and find beeper, and once the power is disconnected, as you can see the battery is disconnected, it will start beeping, have a LED light, pretty bright, not very but pretty bright, and it will keep on beeping for hours and hours. So yes, that is another cool feature in this one already built in. Alright, welcome back, and I hope you enjoyed the flight videos. Now let's talk about the FlyWoo Explorer LR4, my feelings, my conclusion. I believe there are a couple of points worth considering. Number one, flight performance. It has punchy, powerful flight performance. You can even do FPV freestyling. You can turn the camera angles to higher angles. You can rip some sweet speeds. Of course, you will sacrifice the flight times, but to say it has a punchy, powerful performance that you're gonna simply love. And very smooth, solid, locked in, no oscillations, nothing. And that's, I'm talking about factory set PIDs. I didn't have to do anything while I was setting it up. I did not touch PIDs. So I'm still flying stock factory set PIDs, and it's solid, locked right like it's on rails. It flies really smooth. It has power, it has punch for the style that I like to fly with. Number 2, flight efficiency. This is also a very important point, because if you do not have much flight time, naturally you're not going to go very far. You're talking about long range flight, you're talking about long range micro FPV racing quadcopters. You got to have a lot of flight time, and that's where FlyWoo Explorer LR4 has one of the very efficient power combos. I simply love it. Even having to have this heavy camera, Firefly 8S, and a 1300 milliamp battery 4S strapped on it, it becomes very heavy. I still get 12 plus minutes of flight times, and I'm sure I can get up to 15 minutes, no worries at all, with 1300 milliamp 4S battery. So to say, flight efficiency is simply superb on FlyWoo Explorer LR4. Now comes one of the most important points. You know, FPV nightmare. When we are talking about 5.8 GHz live video feed, there are possibilities that sometimes you go completely blind. The video feed breaks off, camera goes something wrong, you went behind somewhere behind the trees and you lost video feed. Well, you can activate the rescue mode. Having to have a GPS on it, I have tested the rescue mode a number of times, and it always came back very reliably. I was on the other day, I was over near the bridge, and the video feed was really choppy and breaking off. All I had to do is hit the RTH, and it came back nice and reliable. I was very, very happy about it. So if you are having FPV nightmares, don't worry, this quadcopter will still come back home safely, and you won't lose your quadcopter, and most important, you won't lose your most valuable onboard HD live footage, because your quadcopter came back nice and safe. So these were the very, very key points that I love about FlyWoo Explorer. Apart from its design, I simply love it. In the beginning, I thought these thin arms are gonna break easily, maybe oscillate, vibrate, but then after installing these supplied parts with all the right screws given, this frame is nice and tough and no vibrations at all. So to say, I'm very, very happy to join the club of all the people saying good about the FlyWoo Explorer micro long range FPV racing quadcopter. Now, I'm a little bit late to review this, I know, but it's because they released the HD version in the beginning, and I didn't have money to buy the DJI HD FPV video goggles. I did have money to buy 2 DJI Mavic Air 2 Fly More combo aerial filming drones, but I didn't have enough money to buy DJI FPV video goggles. I'm thinking I have to invest in that, because 5.8 GHz is really getting very, very cluttered. I can still get about 1 kilometer range in this area where I normally do not get very good luck with 5.8 GHz. Go all the way there or this side, I still can go up to 1 kilometer and back without worries, but still I gotta try and get my feet wet with the HD live video on FPV racing quadcopter. So I might just invest in a DJI HD FPV video goggles later. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a big like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little ding dong, because if you don't hit that bell icon, you will not get notifications for my upcoming exciting uploads. So do that, and stay tuned for more videos coming your way very soon. Come on, you know what to do. Hit that like button. It's right there. I know you can do it. Oh, while you're at it, also hit the subscribe button. Right there. Come on, don't be shy. Just hit it. Thank you very much for all your support towards my work, that I post regular and fresh content on my channel just for you. Hit that like button right there.